a 15-year-old boy, which made Akazuki happy because it meant he could skip school once more. At the park, Yukino was already present. After observing Akazuki, who was absorbed in sketching his shoe design, Yukino finally engaged in conversation with him about their mutual decision to skip. Akazuki was avoiding school while Yukino was evading her job. Following their brief discussion, Akazuki said goodbye to Yukino since he wished to attend school for his next class, since he only skipped the first class that morning. Yukino expressed her hope to encounter him again in similar rainy conditions. The next morning, they reunited during the rain, and this pattern continued for several days. Each day, they grew closer. One day, Akazuki shared his aspiration of becoming a shoe designer with Yukino. She was the first person to learn of this ambition. At school, Akazuki was summoned by his teacher for frequently skipping morning classes. This did not concern him at all. In fact, he prayed for rain each night before sleeping to facilitate skipping class and reuniting with Yukino. He began to develop feelings for Yukino despite their age gap. The next morning, they encountered each other again at the park. Noticing that Yukino appeared to be concealing something, Akazuki assumed that Yukino had been fired due to excessive skipping. Yukino also ceased drinking beer in the morning. They then began having breakfast that they each brought. Akazuki sampled Yukino's food and remarked that it was unsatisfactory, despite Yukino's efforts in preparing it. Eventually, Akazuki dozed off from being full and envisioned his childhood before his parents' divorce. Akazuki gifted his mother a lovely pair of shoes for her birthday. Upon returning home, Yukino's former boyfriend Takahara contacted her to inquire about her well-being and her resignation letter from her job. Yukino felt a great sense of disappointment towards him because he placed greater trust in what others said rather than in her words. Yukino also deceived Takahara about Akazuki, claiming that she spent time with him daily in the park like a caring grandmother. Upon waking up in the morning, Yukino discovered that the rain had fallen. Rain started to fall heavily. The two of them then went to Yukino's apartment, which was not far from the park. At Yukino's apartment, Akazuki prepared a meal for both of them, and they enjoyed their time together while eating. During this joyful moment, Akazuki chose to reveal his feelings for Yukino. Yukino appeared very touched, but she reminded him that she was a teacher and that she would soon return to her hometown in Shikoku. Upon hearing the rejection, Akazuki decided to leave. Despite the heavy rain, Yukino attempted to stop him, but her efforts were in vain. Akazuki ultimately departed due to his shattered feelings. Yukino then wept while reminiscing about all the words Akazuki had said during their shared moments. She ran after Akazuki barefoot. Yukino then found Akazuki under the stairs, expressing, "Thank you for watching, and we will see you again."